He's a simple man with extraordinary qualities that inspire many who are closely associated with him. He is the man with the Midas touch. He has invested himself in the upliftment of Vellore by helping the poor and protecting our environment. And that is why citizens of Vellore district revere him. He encourages our students to invest ourselves in social responsibilities. I now request our Chancellor, Dr. G. Viswananthan, to come forward to deliver the presidential address.
Our chief guest of today, Dr. Pradeep Philip, the awardee, Mr. Joaquin Arpudam, Mr. Sam Rajappa, the consulting editor, Mr. Vinod Kumar, editor of the Weekend Leader, Mr. Selvam, respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Ashok, and other professors who are present here, distinguished invitees, members of the press and media, and my very good students. Good morning to you. It's an important function today where we selected, of course, the weekend leader selected and brought Mr. Joaquin Arpudam all the way from Mumbai to Vellore. Of course, he is our neighbor, was born and brought up in KGF. We always call KGF as an extension of North Arcot district. That's how he is close to us. And I am happy that the weekend leader is doing a wonderful service in locating all important people. I know last year they brought somebody from Madhya Pradesh. And the newspaper, where it is online newspaper or print newspaper, they play a crucial role in a developing country and particularly in a democratic country. And in that way, I would like to congratulate Mr. Vinod Kumar and Mr. Sam Rajappa, one of the senior-most correspondents of the country. I knew him for many years when he was in Statesman. It's a commendable work which they are doing, because I find only positive news are printed. Very rare to see such a newspaper, because what we see in newspapers always, and particularly in the last 3 months, I find nothing but negative. Very rarely in some corner some positive news is also found. I would like this country to grow. All of us would like this country to grow, and we want to compete with the advanced nations. It means let us concentrate on economic development. You just go through the last 3 months television or newspaper. What is it that we are discussing on economic development in this country? Alleviation of poverty. And our chief guest is known for constructing houses to the poor. What is it that we discussed on the poor people, poverty? Nothing of that sort. We thought something will happen in Parliament. Of course, we are so much disgusted. I served Parliament for 10 years. That was a Parliament which was discussing, never disrupting. A parliamentary democracy without functioning parliament, where will it be? I would very much like the newspapers and television to take a positive attitude, leaving the political events. Of course, they are the leaders, they guide our future. They will also come to know that this cannot last long. And here is a man, even without much formal education, he was able to achieve in life. That's what the importance of the function today. Such people have been identified by Weekend Leader and brought before youngsters to tell them a lesson we learned from him, that even with all the problems he faced, he was able to achieve in life, and it was to the poor. We know when we are growing, the fruits of the growth does not reach all. There is so much inequality in the country and in the world. In fact, one study I found that the 85 wealthiest people of the world, they own 50% of the world's wealth. It is true of both our country and other countries. Of course, our country also, the inequality is increasing. And we have to do something. I think it is education which can be a force which will stop this increasing inequality. Education for all, especially higher education for all of us, all the children. Now we divide them based on caste, religion, so many things, language. And I find there should be only 3 castes in the country: rich, poor and middle class. There is no other caste. Whatever caste one belongs to, we have 25,000 castes, both major and small castes put together. We have 25,000 castes. And if you are going to go on fighting over caste, what will happen? And the real poor will be forgotten. And he was concentrating on housing for the poor. What happens? How many people are without houses? According to an estimate, about 8 crore people want houses in this country. Shortage of 8 crores of houses. And he goes all over the world. And we are very proud that a Tamilian, an Indian, goes to 37 countries. We are all proud of you, Mr. Arpudam. And we want many Arpudams among you. When you have an opportunity to serve the poor, you must be able to do it. No, we want, there should be no poor in the country. By that time, the economic growth will take up, will go, and we will be able to eliminate poverty altogether. But even then, I find even in US there are people who want houses. So to build a house is not easy. In our country we know. To get a land, to go for registration, to get permission for your building plan, to get a house constructed, afterwards you get permission. These are all not possible. And get a electric connection, all the places you have to pay. If something could be done to eliminate all of them, and one gets a house, I don't know whether Jokin can do something in this, take an initiative. And we require houses, but not at the cost of agriculture. That's what I wanted to emphasize today. We want houses to all our people, but it should not be at the cost of our agricultural land. That's what I'm worried. Because almost every year, we are losing about 1 lakh hectares of agricultural land because of the urban growth. How to do this? How to balance between getting houses for everybody and also at the same time not losing agricultural land? I find China is doing something in this direction. There it is compulsory. If somebody constructs houses, the builders, and sells to the people, they must go vertically. They are compelled to go 25 floors, 30 floors, so that agricultural land will not be wasted. It is not in our country. There is no such law in our country. In fact, people are asked not to go beyond certain 3 floors or 4 floors. And we should evolve a policy whereby our agricultural land will not shrink, will not go down. Because of the increasing population, we require more production. Already, even though we have more land than China, we are producing less. And our contribution in agriculture is already going down. Nearly 60% of the population depend on agriculture, but agriculture contributes less than around 10 to 12% of our GDP. And we have to improve our agriculture. At the same time, we must be able to give houses to all the poor people, all the people of this country. Let us evolve a policy where the government has to do it, both the central government and the state government. And all the newspapers have to play a positive role, suggest ways and means how to get this, and also how to improve our economy so that there will be no poor people. At present, there are about 25% of our population are living below poverty line. Exactly, it is about 26%. And we have completed 12 plans. With this, we were unable to eliminate poverty. I think we have to fix a target by which time there will be no poor man in this country. And it requires discipline. Unless we have discipline, this country cannot make economic progress. And this discipline should start in educational institutions, school, college, or university. And the educational institutions is the place where students not only gain knowledge and also they learn discipline. And it is how we are going to help the future growth of this country. And I am happy that weekend leader has selected Mr. Arpudam, and I thank them, both Mr. Vinod Kumar and Sam Rajappa, for this wonderful selection of Mr. Joking Arpudam. I congratulate him. I want him to live long and serve humanity. Thank you.